All right, we're just gonna jump right into it. We have 3 licks here that I think are both musical, practical, and are gonna work on a lot of different techniques inside of your picking. And most importantly, they just don't suck. And of course, you know I got tabs for you. Those are linked down below. You can snag those. And if you want to support the channel even further and you dig these free lessons, do me a huge favor, subscribe, and maybe check out my melodic picking guitar course. It's got a bunch of ideas just like what we're going to cover today. So anyways, here's the 3 examples, and I'll break them all down. Okay, so let's jump into example number 1. Now this is a really cool way of implementing this kind of alternate picked arpeggio inside of there. Now, some of you might ask, why wouldn't you sweep this? It's actually really hard to sweep this. It makes more sense, in my opinion, to alternate pick it. So slow, the first one looks like this. And what it is it's kind of just an A minor arpeggio, but we're adding that B note, which would be the 9. So it's an A minor add 9 arpeggio. So we're gonna play 9th fret on the G. So that would be our E note, or the 5th. Then you're gonna go to 10th fret on the B, which is your root note. Your pinky gets that 9th, or the B note, on 12th fret of the B. Now we gotta reach all the way back and get that C note, 8th fret, on the high E string, which is your minor 3rd. Now we kind of just walk it back. You go back to 10 on the B, and then 9 on the B. Now I'm starting all of this picking-wise on a down. I'm gonna go down, up, down, up, down, up. Everything's alternate in all of these examples. I alternate pick everything. What happens now is we transition out of that A minor 9 to a C add 9. So you have your normal C major, but we're just simply adding that D note, which out of the key of C would be your 2 or your 9. So we're gonna go 12th fret on the G, that is our G note. Then you're gonna go to 13th fret on the B, there's our C note. So far you've got your 5th, your root, you're gonna go to 15th fret on the B, which that would be your 9th. And then high E string 12th fret, which is your E or your 3rd in this case. Some of you guys said you wanted me to throw out a little bit more intervallically to you. Some of you wanted frets, so I'm gonna kind of test run doing both on this one, and let me know what you guys think about that if you could. Okay, now the tricky part is transitioning between the two. Okay, just transition straight up. Now all I'm gonna do is shift the shape down to G. And since we're moving the shape, all of our intervals and everything stay exactly the same. It's just now we're outlining a G. So we're gonna go to 7th fret on the G, so our 5th, root, 9, 3rd. Okay? So now the final one here changes. We don't have that same shape anymore. We have to alternate it. It's kind of tricky because we gotta go. So we're gonna go to 12th fret on the D. So that's our root note here. We're gonna outline a D add 9. Now you're gonna reach back and get this E note right here on the G. So 9th fret on the G. Now that would be our what? That's our 9 this time. Okay, that's our 9 or 2, whatever you want to call it. Now we're gonna go all the way up to 11th fret on the G. That is our F sharp note, which is your 3rd. And then you're gonna go to 10th fret on the B. Right there, and that is your 5th. So. And the final ending part is a little bit different. We go 12, 9, 11, 10, 12, and then 13. And that's that whole one right there. Now, I'm not gonna do the intervals on the next two. I'm just gonna leave it like that for that one. Like I said, please let me know what you guys thought about that. Is it too much if I'm doing both? Would you rather just be one or the other? So just let me know. All right, so example number 2 is very inspired by the Yngwie song Ship of Fools. He does it much faster than what I'm doing, and there might be some slot alterations on it, but the general idea is this really cool pedal tone idea that you're almost all on one string, and there's always just kind of one note on the B string, but at the very end, it flips from outside picking to inside picking, or at least the way that I pick it. Okay? Now, and like I said, there's a couple notes that I play that Yngwie does not play on his, so we're just gonna keep it copyright friendly. So you've got 15th fret on the B string with your middle finger. Then on the high string, you're gonna go 17, 15, 17. Then you have the kind of like descending pedal tone. Then you go 13 on the high string, back to 17, 12 on the high string, back to 17. Oh. And then you end with that 15. Do not play the 14 like I did. Okay, so. Now here, similar idea, the concept is the same of this single note that repeats itself, but we're gonna be changing our shape quite a bit. So you're gonna go 13, then 12, and then back to 13. Then 10, 13, 8, 13. So then 12 on the B. So another one of those that I have a hard time just starting in the middle of the lick. I have to like start all over again. So next we have a nice little major shape here. We're gonna go 15 on the high string, 15, 13, 15, then 12, 15, 10 to 15, and then 13 on the B. So you have shifting down again, going back to minor. We're gonna go 12, 10 on the high string, then 12, 8, so 7, then you go back to 12, and then you're gonna go to 10 on the B, that A note right there, which we're just outlining that A minor. Right there. Okay? Now the nice thing about this one is we get to go back to one that we've already done before. We're back at 13, so 13, 12, 13, 10, 13, 8, 13, 12. So again, that was like the second or third one that we did. Now this one is where I altered a little, I think I altered it a little bit. I think I went like that in the lick playthrough. You can either do 8, or I believe Yngwie goes to 9. So I'll put the tabs up whatever I played in the beginning, but I'll show you both ways. Because now I can't remember. We're gonna go 10, 8, 10, 7, 10, 5, 10, and then you end on either the 8 on the B, or I believe Yngwie ends on 9 on the B. So. Then you have the ending here. And this is where my picking switches. I've been doing outside picking the whole time. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's where essentially you're picking on, just like it says, the outside of the string. So when I was doing the first one, look, I'm on the outside of the string. So, always on that top part of the outside. Now, on this one, because there's multiple notes on the B string, watch my picking, it flips. All of a sudden I'm picking on the inside of the string. It can feel kind of weird if that's the way that you're doing it like me. So we have the final one. Wherever you want to end that note, 9 or 8. 9 is more Yngwie-ish. So we go back to this one, which is kind of one that we've done before, but we have a different ending on it. So we're gonna go 12 on the high string, 10, 12, 8, 12, 7. Okay, you got that much? 10 on the B, 12 on the high string. 9 on the B, 12 on the high string. So, and then back to that 10 on the B. And there's that one. It's just a really fun one. Oh, I messed up the ending, but you got the idea. Okay, now this is one I learned ages ago. It was in an instructional book. I believe it was just called Shred Guitar. I cannot remember the name of the person for the life of me, and I'm so sorry. But if I can remember it, I'll put the picture of the book up here. But this pedal idea was so inspiring because I couldn't play it fast, but I could play it slow enough to where I'm like, wow, it still sounds like music. So that's why all of this stuff, that's why I'm like, I don't think that these suck because they just sound musical, even slow. Sometimes, you know, you learn a cool run or whatever it is. Something like that. It's like, yeah, that sounds cool fast, but if you slow that down. I mean, it just kind of sounds like a scale. But when you learn stuff like this, slow, I'm like, oh, it really sounds like I'm playing something. So, this one starts out like this. Very, very similar to the last one in the sense that it is a pedal tone, but totally different set of techniques that you need to get this one under your fingers. And another one that's really gonna have your pinky working. So if you need good pinky exercises, yo, I got you. So we're all the way up here on 12th fret of the high E string. So we're gonna go 12th fret with our ring finger. That's important. Use your ring, and then you're gonna go to the B, and this is our pedal. Instead of a single pedal note, we have a pedal phrase that we're gonna repeat. So 12, and then on the B string, you go 13, 12, 13. Okay? Now we're gonna do the 10 on the B with our index finger. Back to that 13, 12, 13. 9 on the G. Back to our pedal. 10 on the B. Back to the pedal. Okay? So I'm gonna refer to those as the pedal. Just know that I'm talking about the same 13, 12, 13 each time, or in the next one we'll have a different note grouping, but that's when I'm saying pedal, that's what I mean. Now we gotta talk about the picking a little bit, because it is important as well. The picking is dependent on what you feel more comfortable with. I actually start with an up on this one. Now what happens is all of those single notes will be ups the entire time. Up, 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 up. You can do it down and it makes them all downs. Down, 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 down. So if you start with a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. This first little phrase here, that is inside picking. I tend to favor outside picking. So if you start with an up, you're picking on the outside of the string. Versus inside. Whatever you want, whatever feels more comfortable, roll with that. So I'm starting with an up. Okay, so we have that. Now the next section goes like this. We're gonna go to 10 on the B, and then you go to the, 10 on the high E string, not 10 on the B. Then you go to the B string, and our pedal this time is gonna be 12, 10, 12, 9, and then 12, 10, 12, and then 9 on the G. Then the pedal, and then back to the B string, 9, and then the pedal again. So you have. Then you do the first one again, so back on 12, then pedal, 13, 12, 13, 10, 9 on the G, back to 10 on the B. And you could just sit there and repeat those two. But I did throw an ending in here in case you want to end the lick. It goes like this. So this is simply shifting up to 16 on the high E string. Then you're going to go 17, 15, 17. Then 12 on the B, and then 17, 15, 17 again. That's our pedal. So then you go to 14 on the D. If you really want to end it, go to that A note, 14 on the G. And there you guys have it, 3 killer picking licks. I hope you enjoyed those. These were ones that were really inspiring for me. I tried to hit you with one that was an original one, one that was taken from a legend, and the one was from a book that I learned many years ago. So hope you guys dig that stuff. Let me know if you want to see more of these. Let me know how you liked the interval thing versus the frets. I kind of tried to mix it together. So, you know, I'm just interested in hearing your guys' feedback on that. So other than that, I'm about to out of here, guys. Like I said before, if you dug this and you want to support the channel, check out my melodic picking workout. That one really has more examples, very similar to these. They just sound musical, kind of fun to practice. And on that note, I'm gonna bounce on out of here. All right, later, homies.